Hello all, let's look at a beginner version of daily yoga sequence. This helps in improving your immunity, building your core strength and also in taking care of your hip and knee joints health. Let's begin. The first asana is Tadasana or mountain pose. Keep your feet together. Stand straight with your spine comfortably erect, shoulders expanded and your palms facing the front. Inhale and exhale deeply. Try to slowly close your eyes. If you feel dizziness while closing the eyes, you can keep your feet 1 feet apart and try to stay in the pose with the eyes closed. Stay in the pose for 1 minute. This pose may look simple, but it has numerous benefits. This pose helps in correcting the posture and also to improve blood circulation. If children perform this pose regularly, it will help in increasing their height. This pose also helps in alleviating the symptoms of sciatica, flat foot, back pain, and weight loss. This pose is the basic for all the standing poses. So practice this pose effectively. Relax, and now we'll perform a different variation in Tadasana. Keeping the feet together, interlock your fingers and slowly raise them above your head. Your arms should be positioned near your ears. Now slowly inhale, stretch your arms up. Feel the stretch in your spine. Exhale and relax. Inhale, stretch up. Feel the stretch from your tip of the toe to your spine. This is known as traction. Perform this for 5 times and then you can relax. All the muscles and nerves get stretched when you inhale and gets relaxed when you exhale. Slowly relax, take a couple of deep breaths and then we'll move on to the next asana. We'll perform the warrior sequences now. Spread your legs wide and stand comfortably. Now turn your left foot completely outwards 90 degrees and your right foot slightly inwards. Now try to squat down or half sit. Sit comfortably and you can hold a wall or window with your hand for support. Keep the other hand in chin mudra. Your body should be facing to the front. Stay in the pose with normal breathing. Try to perform this asana from 10 seconds to 30 seconds. Stay comfortably in your posture. The front leg should be in 90 degrees. And slowly relax. We'll repeat the same with the opposite side. One can repeat this sequence for 2 or 3 times on each leg. This asana sequence strengthens all the muscles in your legs and also your glute muscles. For people suffering with knee pain or lower back pain, you can try to perform this sequence with support. This will help them to alleviate the symptoms of those pain. These poses are safe to perform even by elders. Slowly relax. Now we'll move on to the second sequence of warrior pose. The leg position will be the same, but your body should be facing towards your left foot. Now slowly raise your arms up. You can use one arm to hold the support and lift the other arm and try to focus on the raised arm. Look at the fingers and stay in the pose. You will feel a small arch in your lower back. Stay for 10 to 30 seconds and then slowly relax and repeat in the opposite side. For people who will be able to do these asanas without a support, can do them on their own. This helps in strengthening the feet muscles and also the calf muscles. So any pain related to this area will get relieved by regular practice of these asanas. Slowly relax and then we'll move on to the next asana. Slowly relax and we'll move on to the next asana, triangle pose. Keep your legs wide. Bring your arms parallel to the ground. Turn your left foot completely outside. Now slowly lean towards your left side from your hip. Bend sideways. Try to hold your knees, ankle or your foot or even on the ground wherever you feel comfortable. Your right arm should be above your body, in line with the left arm. Focus on your right thumb. Stay in the pose for 10 to 30 seconds as per your comfort level. This posture resembles a triangle and the name triangle pose. Slowly relax and we'll repeat the same in the opposite side. One can perform this asana with the help of a wall support. You can lean on the wall with your hip supported on the wall and then perform the asana. People with chronic heart conditions, high blood pressure, fever, diarrhea, menstrual times should avoid performing this asana. If you have any neck issues, then try not to focus on your hands. Just perform the asana and keep your head straight. If one feels too much stretch in the leg, then they can slightly bend their knee and perform this asana. The wall will give stability to perform this asana. So beginners can make use of the wall effectively. Slowly relax and now we'll move on to the next pose. Bring your legs together, shake them slightly for few breaths. Take a couple of deep breaths and then we'll move on to the chair pose or Utkatasana. Come 2 feet forward from the wall. Now slowly lean backwards and support your entire back on the wall. Your feet can be 1 foot apart. Place your palms against the wall for more stability. Your leg should be 90 degrees. Your thighs should be parallel to the ground. Your feet should be pressed on the floor. Your knees should be in line with your ankle. Stay in the pose as long as you feel comfortable and then slowly relax. This asana can be repeated 2 or 3 times. In the beginning, you may feel shivering in your body, especially in your thighs and in your abdominal area. This is perfectly normal and there is no need to get worried. This asana strengthens the core muscles, thigh muscles and the glute muscles. So do not hurry. Take this pose gradually. Start with 10 seconds and gradually increase the duration and also the repetition. This asana also stimulates your abdominal organs and thus helping you with proper digestion. Slowly relax and then we'll move on to the next asana, the cat and cow stretch. Come in all fours. Spread your fingers wide and press your palms on the floor. Your knees should be in line with your hip. Your shoulders should be in line with your wrist. If one feels uncomfortable to stay in the pose, can keep some cushion or a rolled towel underneath your knees. Stay in the pose. Positioning your body perfectly, as this posture is very important before you begin the stretch. Inhale, slowly look up. Exhale, arch down. When you inhale, you will be able to feel an arch in your lower back. Exhale and feel an upper curve in your upper back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, pull your navel down towards the floor. Exhale, pull your navel up towards the sky. This feels like a wave in the ocean, ups and downs. Your spine moves in waves. One can continuously inhale and exhale to perform this cat and cow stretch for 2 minutes. If you feel any pain in the wrist, then take a break after 1 minute, rotate your wrist and then repeat again for 1 minute. This is an easy and effective pose with numerous benefits, so perform this regularly. Now we'll move on to the next asana, the butterfly stretch. Bring your soles of the feet together and pull them near your groin area. Start flapping. Keep your spine erect throughout the pose. Your spine should not be hunched while performing this asana. Flap for 20 to 30 times. If you feel uncomfortable to keep your spine erect in this pose, you can lean on a wall and take the wall support. After flapping for a while, press your palms against your knees and push your knees towards the floor. This increases the circulation to the groin area. In the beginning, it will not be possible to touch the knees towards the floor. The knee will be at a higher level from the ground. It takes time to bring in the flexibility in our body. Now we'll perform a side stretch in the butterfly pose. Sit straight. Keep your right hand down and extend your left arm above your head and lean towards the right side. Same way perform in the left side. If you're not able to keep your elbows on the ground, it is okay to just keep the palm and just do the side stretch. Do this for 10 to 15 counts on each side. Gently move from right side to left side and feel the stretch on the sides of your hip muscle. Slowly relax. And now we'll move on to the next variation. Now slowly try to either hold your feet or keep your hand on the ground. And slowly try to bend forward. Do not hunch your back. Try to bend from the hip with the spine straight. This will give an intense stretch in the groin area. So once completing it, hug your knees for few breaths and then relax. We'll move on to the next asana. The next asana is Janusirasasana. Stretch both the legs outside. Now bend your right leg and press it against your left inner thigh. With your spine straight, try to hold either your toes or your ankle or your knee, wherever you feel comfortable. Do not hunch your back. It is okay to hold your knee with your back straight, but not okay to hold your toes with your back hunched. Now try to pull and push for few breaths and then stay. This pose improves circulation and this helps in alleviating the symptoms of stress, anxiety and mild depression. This also stimulates the kidney and liver and thus helping us detox better. This also stimulates and massages our abdominal organs and thus aiding for a proper digestion. We'll repeat the same in the opposite leg. I'll demonstrate the final or the advanced variation of this pose. After holding the toes, you need to bend down from the hip. With your spine straight, try to bend forward. Your abdominal organs will get compressed and your chest will be lying on your thighs. Stay there for few breaths and then relax. Beginners, do not try to strain yourself and do this posture. Build your flexibility slowly and gradually. Once completing on both the legs, we'll relax and we'll move on to the next asana after taking a couple of deep breaths. The next asana is Ananda Balasana or Happy Baby Pose. Lie down flat on your back. Bend your knees and try to hold your toes with your hands. Pull your toes towards the floor. You'll feel intense stretch in the groin area, in the inner thighs and also at the back of your legs. If one feels it's hard to hold the toes, they can perform the pose by using a towel or strap around the feet and try to hold the towel. If not, you can practice on each leg separately. Relax, take a couple of deep breaths and then repeat. This asana can be repeated 2 or 3 times. If you're able to hold the toes but not able to open the legs like this, then you can just stay wherever you feel comfortable. As I always say, flexibility should be built gradually, and if you try to perform it in a day, then it will cause some pain in our muscles. This pose massages the spinal muscles and relieves us from lower back pain. Body fatigueness and tiredness can be relieved after performing this pose for few times. Slowly relax. In the third time, I'll be doing the final or the advanced variation of this pose. After holding the toes, try to pull it down. At the same time, open your legs wider. Your knees should be trying to touch the ground. The legs feel full stretch. People who will be able to perform this variation can practice this variation regularly. Once completing this asana, we need to perform a counter stretch for this asana. Keep both the feet down. Now put one leg over the other. Now slowly lift the other foot. Try to pull the legs towards your body. With one hand, push your bent knee away from the body, and the other hand helps in pulling the legs towards the body. This push and pull effect will give the deeper stretch in the piriform muscles. We'll repeat the same in the opposite side. Notice how I am giving the pushing effect on the bent knee and the pulling effect on the foot that's raised upwards. Give the same pressure on both the hands. The push and the pull effect should be the same. Feel the proper stretch on both the legs for a few breaths and then slowly relax, and we'll move on to the next asana, Setu Bandhasana or the bridge pose. Lie on your back flat. Bend your knees and keep your foot pressed on the ground. Press your palms on the ground. Now slowly inhale and raise your hips up. Take equal pressure from the feet and also from the palms. Your core will get engaged. Exhale and slowly relax. Inhale, rise up. When your body is raised, your chin should get touched to your chest. Try to stay in the pose for 30 seconds. And repeat the asana for 2 times. If you are not able to hold the pose for a longer time, then you can increase the repetitions. This asana stimulates the abdominal organs, the thyroid gland, and thus increasing our digestive fire, and also cures any conditions related to our thyroid gland. This strengthens our leg muscles, our glute muscles, and also our core muscles. This asana is also a chest opener and thus improving our respiratory quality. Helps in detoxing the lungs and thus helps us to reduce stress. It also stretches the muscles in the neck, spine and shoulders and thus increasing the strength of those muscles. Once completing, slowly bend your knees and try to hug your knees. Slowly interlock your fingers around your knees and lift your chest and head towards your knees. This is Pavana Muktasana. Relax for a while and slowly rise up. Now the next asana is Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bend your right leg and place it near to your left knee. Now slowly bend your left leg and bring it towards your right hip or glute muscle. Place your left hand on your right knee and your right hand supported on the floor. Your body will be twisted in a gentle way. Feel the compression in your abdominal muscles. Try to look back near your right hand. Always perform the twisting poses in the right side first. If you feel this asana as a complex version, can perform the same beginner version that we have practiced in our previous sequences. Now I am going to repeat the same in the opposite leg, bending my left leg and keeping it near my right knee, and bending the right leg and keeping the foot near my hip, with the opposite hand supported on the bent knee, slowly twisting the body and turning backwards. Stay in the pose. One can try to stay in the pose for 30 seconds. Twisting poses helps in detoxification of the body. So try to include at least one twisting pose in your daily yoga sequence. Now slowly release. Relax all your muscles and then we'll sit in Vajrasana. Vajrasana, many people find it hard to sit on the floor. So make use of a yoga cushion or a rolled towel underneath your knees and sit comfortably in Vajrasana for a few seconds. Vajrasana is the only asana that can be practiced immediately after consuming the food. Few minutes of regular Vajrasana practice after every meal helps you in digesting the food properly. One can close the eyes and sit in meditation in Vajrasana. I'll be doing the same pose in a different angle for better clarity. One should completely sit on the heels. The heel should be pointing outwards. At the same time, the spine should be erect. If one feels hard to close the eyes and sit in the pose, can focus at any one point in front of you and stay in the Vajrasana posture. We have practiced a relaxing and rejuvenating yoga sequence today. Perform these asanas regularly to lead a healthy life. Once completing all these asanas, lie down in Shavasana for a few minutes. This is a mandatory asana after every yoga sequence. So do not skip this part. We have learned a lot of yoga asanas and pranayamams in this 21-day yoga workshop. One cannot practice all the asanas every day. So one need to customize a yoga sequence that can be performed every day and can change the daily sequence as per your health needs. This sequence is such example of a daily yoga sequence. If you have any doubts in any of the sequences that we have practiced in this whole workshop, do message me and clarify your doubts. A hearty wishes for your healthy and peaceful life in the upcoming days. Thank you so much.